Alright, this is a quick tutorial on how I tend to set up my overlays when I am in iRacing using VR. So normally what you would see is this right here. Alright, and I'm going to look over there to make sure it's streaming what I want it to. Okay, alright. Instead of having my regular stream view up, I have just Oculus Mirror, which actually shows you what I see inside the goggles, because my stream output and my goggle output are actually two different videos. So right now I'm just in the car. There's nothing around me. This is all I see is the car. So the first thing I do is I take the right hand uh, controller and I push the Oculus button, and it switches me to this screen. And then I look down here and I go to Virtual Desktop and I push the A key and I choose Monitor 1. Normally it pops up right in front of you, but I'd already moved it into place, so it's sitting up here and you can see where OBS is running, and so you get the neat mirror effect. However, I can click, I move it up here, and then I also pin it, and then if I hit the Oculus key again, I'm back in the iRacing view, and now I have my monitor that I don't race on, that iRacing's not on, but the other monitor sitting where I can get up here. So even when I'm racing, I can actually use my mouse and browse anything I need to check here. So, right, if I want to see what's going on, or if I need to change a setting or even register for the next race, I can go up here and do this while still in VR. But the other thing I also need, I do like to have an overlay. Some people like to have caps or some other kind of relative or sim racing apps. I use sim racing apps for my stream, but JRT has, I think, what's the best option for VR. And this is the dashboard. And you'll notice it has a whole lot of information on here. I can look for what I need, but I also tuck it out of the way when I don't need it. This right here, this little icon, is an add-on for Chrome. There's many different ones that are free. This one, when I click it, it's going to pop the tab out into a smaller window here that doesn't have tabs and the menu and the refresh bar and the address bar and all that. It cleans it up and makes it basically a good standalone window. Now, for some reason, it loads it kind of a little bit too small, and when I hit F5 to refresh the window, it particularly with this app, it makes it that size, which is kind of the standard size that I have set up in JRT. Now I take my hand controller again. I click the arrow key or the Oculus key again. Now the trigger is the first finger, the grip is the second finger. I point at the JRT, I pull the trigger, then I pull the grip. Now it pops this window out, and I can put it wherever, I can move it around and put it wherever I want. And I use the little thumb joystick to move it in closer or further away. Now I typically put it about right here, and then I pin that as well. And then when I switch back over to iRacing, you can see it shows up on my car. Now I put it a little too high, so I just move it back down a little. And now it's sitting right where my dash would be, and my windshield view is clear. So when I'm concentrating on racing, I don't really see it, other than I can see my racing LEDs, and it also changes colors. Like, it's red right now because the pit limiter's on, and it turns red whenever it's time to shift. It turns yellow when there's yellow. It turns blue when there's a blue flag. So it's pretty handy, and it actually will blink pink if your oil is getting too hot. It'll blink blue if your oil is getting, or if your water is getting too hot. So it's good at getting your attention, but it's also good at staying out of the way. Now, also when I'm streaming, I have this app here called Restream Chat, and that actually puts my streams or my chats for Twitch and Facebook together into one chat, and I put that there, and I pin that. This is what I race with. I could have a lot more, but I have my relative there, as well as all the black box that I need if I want to change anything there. But now you can see what I have. This is not what goes out in the stream, but this is what I see. It's a little bit minimal, but still busy. I still have access. Basically, I can see a monitor that's not a part of iRacing if I need to do anything else. Sometimes I might actually pull up the broadcast or just be catching up on chat with teammates while I'm in a practice session or something along those lines. So I hope this helps, and I'm going to post this in several places, and we'll see how it works. Let me know what you think.